Last night, I messed up. For some reason, I wasn't paying attention, and Chris Matthews had a special on Power of the Presidency. And in the first 15 minutes, he did an interview with Kellyanne Conway. And I, for the life of me, could not find the entire interview that he did with Kellyanne Conway. And the reason I say the entire interview was because there was a section within that 15-minute interview that he did where she spewed an alternative fact, i.e. she lied. And I got up this morning and I went online, and I kid you not, I looked for an hour for the particular clip that referenced her lie. Went on MSNBC, went on NBC, Google searches, Bing searches, searches all over the damn place. Now, I did go on YouTube and I found a bunch of references to it, but none of the pieces that I saw, it just didn't do justice. So basically, I'm gonna wing it here. Why is it that every time you see a mouthpiece of Donald Trump, some type of lie comes out of their mouths? And when they get busted on it, there's no apologies. There's very little walk back. All there is at that point is spin, misdirection, conflation. You never hear the, well, I was wrong. Those words don't come out of anybody's mouths, and that comes from the top because Trump basically has never apologized or said he was wrong, even with that bullshit that he gave when asked about President Obama being a U.S. citizen. He gave one sentence when he made that announcement, and after he made that announcement, he walked off the podium. So 5 years worth of chasing Obama down, screaming about, he's an illegitimate president, he wasn't born here, nobody knew him at Harvard, even though President Obama was the editor of the Harvard Review, all of that stuff, 5 years worth of that stuff. He gives one sentence and walks off the podium. And then every interview after that, where he was particularly asked about it, he quickly moves away from that topic. So I guess it's only natural that his people are not called to the carpet for telling straight out lies. Anyway, this particular lie blew up over the internet, I guess last night and this morning, where Kellyanne Conway made up another set of false facts. And she knew it, but she did it anyway. And you have people, for whatever reason, that try to make excuses for the Trump people lying. And these Republicans, it just pisses me off, how blind they are and how they can't just flat out say, something, I ain't defending this, she lied. Anyway, here's a segment from the Roland Martin Show regarding it.
Folks, we consistently do this when it comes to the Trump administration, dealing with lies, lies, lies. Well, yesterday, in an interview Kellyanne Conway did with Chris Matthews of MSNBC, woo, check out what she had to say.
I bet it's brand new information to people that President Obama had a 6-month ban on the Iraqi refugee program after 2 Iraqis came here to this country, were radicalized, and they were the masterminds behind the Bowling Green massacre. Most people don't know that because it didn't get covered.
See, and okay, so you saw that clip, and Chris Matthews, he didn't call her on the lie, because if there had been a massacre in this country, you damn sure know that, at least, I tell you what, Fox would have damn sure covered it. If nobody else covered it, Fox would have covered it. Okay, but for sure, CNN, MSNBC, and all of your ABCs, CBSs, NBCs, Fox networks, every last one of them would have covered it. Okay, so she don't have them, but balls to come out there and tell a bold-faced lie like that, that is so easily checked. So she basically called her own Trump-supporting network out as, I guess, liberal media for not covering this quote-unquote story. Well, it was a lie. That's why it was never covered, because it was a lie. It never happened.
The Bowling Green massacre. That never happened. That was a lie. That was what we call an alternative fact. Steve Monasteri, I don't understand why this administration continues to tell flat-out lies that can be easily disproven. I don't understand. Steve, can you explain? Is there like a lie powder mix in their coffee or tea at the White House?
See, and this is where Steve could have either given himself credibility or shot his credibility down. If he had just said, hey, Roland, you're right, and that was an alternate fact, and I'm not defending it, I would have had a lot of respect for the guy for saying that. He went the other way. So on the respect meter, it's dipping down towards the left, i.e., it's going down.
Well, let me give Kellyanne the benefit of the doubt. There were 2 Iraqi immigrants arrested in Kentucky. I know that because I worked for Senator Rand Paul. Now, there wasn't a massacre, but she may have just got her facts mixed up, because there were 2 that were arrested in Kentucky.
Steve?
See, now that's bullshit, okay? Because she threw the word in massacre. So how? No, Steve. Yeah. And folks, in case you don't know what the deal is on that one, there were 2 Iraqi people who had come over here and had been here for a while, arrested in Bowling Green, Kentucky. They were arrested because over in Iraq, they had made up IEDs and attempted to use them against American soldiers. We found out, obviously, way after the fact, but when they found out who was actually responsible and where they were, they came and got them. And both of those guys are doing life right now. They found them, they convicted them, and they are in federal maximum security prisons, and they are doing the maximum number, which is they ain't never gonna get out and see the light of day. Okay, and anybody worth their salt would know that, because that occurred, I believe, in 2011, and the Republicans have been spreading that same bullshit story ever since. You would think that they would run out of gas on it, but every time something comes up regarding terrorism, for some reason, the Bowling Green massacre happens to magically appear.
Steve, she said the Bowling Green massacre. If I hear the word massacre, I'm thinking 8, 10, 12, 15 people who were killed at a university. I'm sorry, Steve. What the hell is she talking about?
Well, she obviously was wrong, Roland.
Well, will she say she was wrong, Steve? Here's the issue. These people tell lies, and they want to call them alternate facts. They're not lies. In the hood, we would call them mofo lies.
I love it. Motherfucking lie. She had to clean it up. A motherfucking lie. Haven't heard that good one in a while.
So is she going to say, can from her lips come this phrase, I made a mistake?
Sure, but a lie means that you intentionally misstated
No, a
something.
lie means
And that's exactly what she did. She intentionally misstated something. So she told a lie.
One second. I need everybody breathe. Everybody breathe. Now, stop. I am not going to play. This is not the television show Pictionary or Dictionary. See, that's nonsense. See, all of a sudden play this game. Well, no. To call it a lie means one has to understand the motive of the person who is stating it before they say it. No. Let me explain something to you. If I came home late and told my daddy that, Daddy, I actually was at John's house, and then Daddy said, well, I called John's house, and John's mama answered the phone saying you were never there. That's called a lie. He doesn't say, well, I think, son, your motive was that you did not want me to know the truth. No, it's a lie, Steve. Call a lie a lie.
Roland, if you have a witness in a case, and I practiced law for 27 years, and they said, I saw the car and it was a red car, and they thought it was a red car, but it ended up being a blue car.
But
that's not a lie.
But Steve, so they thought, so in other words, she thought there was a massacre, but there really wasn't, because she's thinking that she cannot tell the truth.
On cross, you would destroy
Greg Carr, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, on cross, you would destroy that, Steve. I think what Steve's saying, you know that the Obama ban was in the wake of finding a couple of Iraqis who had admitted to planting IUDs in Iraq. What happened is she lied, in part because she got...
I love it. He said IUDs. It's IEDs.
So flustered, and you see the same thing in the press room every day. She lied because she got so flustered that she mashed her facts up together and it came out as a lie. You know, as a lawyer, on cross, you would have destroyed her as a witness. You already know that.
Folks, now here's a piece. Now, also, what took place yesterday at the National Prayer Breakfast.
All right. So anyway, that's Kellyanne Conway, alternate fact again. So, and that's why in this particular case, even the spin witch title I gave her doesn't cut it, because she just straight out lied.